We not only cultivate equanimity for ourselves, we're actively creating a more harmonious and compassionate society for everyone. Hi everyone, and welcome to Journey of Self-Awareness, your YouTube channel for personal growth and self-exploration. Today we're exploring equanimity. It's a very important concept. It means a state of mental calmness, composure, and emotional balance. It's often associated with patience, which was the topic of our last video, but it also includes a sense of inner peace and harmony. It means maintaining emotional stability and composure, particularly in times of stress. Equanimity is crucial for those of us on a journey, as it allows us to remain calm and centered in the face of life's inevitable challenges. With equanimity, we're not easily swayed by our emotions, which helps us remain centered and in the present moment, so we can perceive situations with greater clarity. For example, people who have cultivated equanimity are able to maintain their composure and not become overwhelmed by negative emotions. In other words, they can remain calm and focused even in very stressful situations. Now, equanimity does not imply indifference or apathy. Instead, it's the ability to observe and acknowledge one's experiences and the experiences of others with a balanced and non-judgmental attitude. It allows us to remain steady and resilient in the face of life's ups and downs, so we can navigate challenges and difficulties with greater grace and poise. People with equanimity can keep their head about them when everyone else around them is losing theirs. Equanimity offers many benefits, and it promotes a sense of inner peace, contentment, and overall well-being. It allows us to find joy and satisfaction in the present moment, rather than constantly striving for future goals or dwelling on past regrets. By cultivating equanimity, we also learn to appreciate the richness of each moment and experience a deeper sense of fulfillment. And because it leads to enhanced focus and concentration, it's especially helpful for practicing meditation. Fortunately, we can cultivate equanimity through various practices, and once again, awareness is key. It involves being able to watch one's thoughts, emotions, and bodily sensations without getting attached to them or being overwhelmed by them. Instead of reacting impulsively or being carried away by strong emotions, individuals who cultivate equanimity are able to respond with greater clarity, wisdom, and compassion. Certain beliefs and attitudes can also help in cultivating equanimity. These include accepting the impermanence of all things. Nothing in this world is permanent, including our own lives, and realizing this helps us more easily let go of our attachments and clinging. It also helps to acknowledge the inherent capacity for change within all of us. This understanding helps us accept change with more grace, and because change is inevitable, it means we can all work toward changing ourselves for the better. Equanimity is vital for those of us on a journey of self-awareness, and it's highly regarded among spiritual and religious traditions for its transformative impact on practitioners. For example, equanimity is one of the four immeasurables taught in Tibetan Buddhism, along with loving kindness, compassion, and empathetic joy. Practitioners cultivate equanimity to develop a balanced and inclusive attitude toward all beings without favoritism or prejudice. Furthermore, equanimity forms a foundation for developing compassion. Through equanimity, we learn to extend compassion and care to all beings without bias or discrimination, and it gives us a broader and more inclusive perspective, ensuring that we extend our compassion well beyond a select few to all sentient beings equally, including even our former enemies. Finally, Tibetan Buddhism teaches us that all beings are interconnected, interrelated, and interdependent. Equanimity arises from recognizing that we all want to be happy and we're all inherently equal and worthy. Regardless of their circumstances, we should treat everyone with respect and compassion. Now let's explore some ways to cultivate equanimity. Once again, the first is mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness meditation is a powerful practice for cultivating equanimity. By training the mind to focus on the present moment, we're not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. We're simply aware of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations as they arise without judgment. We calmly observe them without getting caught up in them. Learning to remain detached and non-reactive helps us to let go and to more effectively manage our negative emotional reactions, so we can stay centered and calm in even the most difficult situations. Ultimately, meditation develops self-awareness and helps us detach from mental and emotional patterns, which fosters equanimity and a more balanced state of mind. Of course, these qualities go hand in hand and support one another. Practice self-reflection. Regularly engaging in self-reflection helps us become aware of our own biases, preferences, and attachments. By becoming more aware of what causes our negative emotional reactions and the harm they cause, we can learn to anticipate them and apply more effective countermeasures. And greater self-understanding helps us cultivate equanimity as we become more aware of all of the many opportunities life gives us to release our attachments and develop a more balanced perspective. Using self-reflection to cultivate awareness of our own emotions and learning to regulate them allows us to respond to situations from a place of equanimity. This involves recognizing our emotions, accepting the fact that they're there, and letting them go without being overwhelmed by them. Being able to watch your emotions come and go without being disturbed by them enables us to respond to situations with greater understanding, wisdom, and compassion. Third, reflect on impermanence. Tibetan Buddhism puts a lot of emphasis on understanding impermanence and the transient nature of all things. Recognizing that everything is in a constant state of change helps us develop equanimity in the face of life's inevitable ups and downs. Understanding impermanence also helps us let go of attachments to fleeting experiences and appreciate the ever-changing nature of reality. In fact, meditating on impermanence is so important that we'll have much more to say about it later on when we begin covering more advanced topics. Practice non-discrimination. This means treating all beings equally and impartially, regardless of their social status, wealth, or appearance. It means abandoning our prejudices and not looking down on people who are of a lower status or looking up to people who are in a higher social class. It also means treating people with the dignity and kindness they deserve, even if they're difficult to get along with. By actively cultivating an attitude of fairness and inclusivity, we can develop a more equanimous outlook. Act compassionately. Once again, equanimity is not about being indifferent or inactive. It should go hand in hand with compassion and the intention to alleviate suffering. Equanimity gives us a solid foundation for engaging in compassionate actions that benefit others. Keep the welfare of all beings in mind. When we actively help others and promote their well-being, we manifest equanimity and integrate compassion into our everyday lives. Thus, we shouldn't keep equanimity on a meditation cushion. Instead, we need to bring it out into the open and practice it in our daily lives. When we learn to treat both friends and enemies with equanimity and to maintain a calm and balanced mind, even in challenging situations, we make equanimity part of our objective reality. By developing inner resilience and promoting harmony in our interactions with others, and by engaging in acts of service and showing kindness toward others, we not only cultivate equanimity for ourselves, we're actively creating a more harmonious and compassionate society for everyone. So, there is no reason to practice equanimity for selfish reasons. When we place others before self and cultivate equanimity for the well-being of all sentient beings, we learn to relate to others with respect, fairness, and understanding, which promotes cooperation, harmony, and unity. Ultimately, benefiting everyone around us and the larger community means that we will also benefit. As Jesus said, you reap what you sow, or as I like to remind myself, what goes around comes around. By cultivating equanimity and integrating it into our daily lives, everyone around us will experience its profound benefits. But this requires patience, self-reflection, and consistent practice. By working to develop equanimity, we deepen our journey of self-awareness and contribute to the well-being of ourselves and others. I hope you can see how valuable equanimity is for all of us on a journey of self-awareness. Please follow the advice in this video and start cultivating equanimity in your life today. Well, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel, share this video with your friends, and be sure to check out our next video all about generosity.